Hello, welcome to Operation Crypto and welcome to a new video. We're going to take a look at Ersdl, which is Unfederal Reserve. We'll do some price analysis. We do know that over the course of the last few months it's been a nasty time. I mean, not just for the entire crypto market, but Unfederal Reserve did get quite a severe pullback. So we'll have a look at some key levels now. We'll have a look at some key levels of support and resistance. If you have not bought back in yet, or if you're looking to get back in, we'll have a look at see if there's any levels of support where you could potentially place some orders or even just buy in. So we'll have a look at that in both USDT, and we'll see if we got a BTC pairing. If not, we'll have a look at the ETH pairing. If you're new to this channel, then please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button and let's crack on. So starting off with some key stats, we have not looked at Ersdl on this channel for a while, so we'll just have a run over some of the stats before we do some price analysis. Currently the token price is 30 cents, we are 3.8% up on today's trading. Ticker is ESDL. Market cap is currently $116 million, and on CoinGecko we are currently ranked number 332. Circulating supply 377 million, and total supply is just around 454 million. That is also the maximum supply. It is worth noting that as an ERC20 token, so if you're looking to find out any of your transactions, or if you're looking for your wallet address within Ersdl system, you can check the link out there during the contract information. Unfederal is currently trading on a few exchanges. We have Uniswap, which is getting predominantly most of the volume there. We're getting $2 million per 24 hour against ETH on Uniswap, and then Bitmart is actually getting most of the market volume there. It's getting $3 million. Price is pretty much the same all across. I mean, if you're looking for a little bit of arb trading, it's a little bit lower on Alexi, and also KuCoin. I do recommend, if you're going to buy this, either buy it on Uniswap, but the fees are a little bit of a nightmare. I mean, we've had London upgrade and Berlin upgrade, which is supposed to help the fee structure out. I think it just made it worse, to be honest. So if you're looking to buy it, potentially look at buying it against the USDT pair over on KuCoin. So a few decent exchanges there if you're looking to get hold of it. Obviously this is a new product, so over the course of the future, of the next few months, I reckon there'll be a few more exchanges coming out. Usually I use TradingView for chart analysis, but we have a lot more data over on chart.cointrader.pro. We've got data back here from 2020. That'll have been from that initial listing on Uniswap. So from the bottom, we did such a substantial rise. We'll just mark the all-time highs up here, and that was up at, oh, we're on the wrong chart. Let's go to the Ersdl. We'll look at the USD chart, that one, yeah. There we go. That makes a little bit more sense. So we have been up to around $1.75. That's accurate, right? Because I remember it flying up. That was around the time of the new staking platform, which actually got released. And it didn't go according to plan. I mean, everything did go according to plan, but people were expecting to get 1000% APY, and it just didn't quite happen, did it? But nevertheless, it's still a decent asset. It did quite a nasty pullback this all the way from the highs. If we just look at this in terms of what did we drop from 170 all the way down to that red line, 94%. You'd have thought if that project dropped that much, something must have been fundamentally wrong, but it wasn't. It was just a bit of a flapping period, and a lot of people did sell. So I've already got a few levels marked up on this chart. We've got the bottom here, which was around, very get precise. We did go all the way down to 9.8 cent. As you can see, it was the area where we rejected first and then used it as support. And so far we've done okay. We've had quite a decent bounce back. If you look at this in terms of a bounce up to the current highs, made a 250% recovery. I've noticed that before even looking at the charts, because my portfolio was going up, and I thought, wonder why this is happening in Ersdl. So it has made a good recovery. A lot of alts have done between 50 and 100% rises, but Ersdl has definitely been on one. But we've currently hit a bit of a brick wall here. This is an area of resistance at around 32 cent. We actually popped right up to 34 cent, and I'm sure, let's just have a look on TradingView. 36 cent were hit on KuCoin, so it did go a little bit higher on KuCoin there. It was pushing up towards that 37 cent, but it did reject after that. So we'll just go with the Uniswap all time. local highs for now at 34.5 cent, and we have rejected so far, and this green box is an area of resistance. If we're looking for buys, let's just drop back to a weekly, see if we can identify a few key levels down here. Usually I'm looking for areas of support, and this one looks like a great level of support here. So if you look at these 2 wicks here, 1, 2, and then 3 wicks there, all rejected off the same area. That's at 26 cents. So if you're looking for some buys, I think that could be a decent area for you to potentially look at targeting. I've already got a weekly level there marked up, so let's go back to a daily. So yeah, if we are looking for some buys, I would look at targeting this region here at 26 cent. You can see we rejected off this area a lot. We've actually busted right through it, so it wouldn't surprise me if we did come back down and test this area before we did push on. I mean, if you're looking at this entire move from the bottom to the top, if you're looking for a retracement to 382 level, it's around that region where all these wicks, so that's around 25 cents. So maybe ladder a few orders from around 30, I mean, what are we now, 30 cent, ladder them all the way from here down to 26, 25 cent, and if you pick some up there, happy days. I think that will be a great investment. I know there's a few people who are sitting on sidelines waiting to get in, and I think at 25 cent will be a decent level. Even if it goes lower, keep a little bit of powder dry, because you know what happens in crypto, if things get some momentum, they can soon travel down. But for me, I think this is the start of the next major push up. So buys anywhere from 29 cent all the way down to 25, I think, have a possibility. First area to break through though is this solid area of resistance at 30 cent, 32 cent area. Once you do break above that, there's not much in his way all the way up to 44 cent. I did mention this on a tweet the other day. I think that's the next pivotal area for us to break through. Once we do flip back to support, if you look at this on the weekly time frame going back to that, there's not much in the way, is there? I mean, there's probably about 10 candles within that range, so there's not much resistance up there. I think the first area, which will probably be the toughest to get through, is probably here, and we'll mark it up as well. You can see we use that as a rejection point twice at around 77 cents, so that's probably one of the major areas to break through. But for now, we'll just monitor a price and see if we can get some buys in it. I've still got a little bit of ETH spare, so I might load some more up into Unfederal around these prices around here, and then I will not be buying any more and I'll just be holding on. I think this price up here, this ceiling so far, will be absolutely smashed into oblivion at some stage. That was just on the news of the new platform. Wait till they've got a lot more going for them, and this is definitely at some stage of the next year or two, this is definitely a $10-15 asset. So just monitor that price, buy low, hold on for dear life, and long term I think you will be definitely onto a winner with this one. So that's a couple of buy zones. First major area to break through is at 32 cent, and if you're looking to accumulate, maybe a look at potentially say if we fill up it, maybe sell at around 44 cent, wait for a pullback, and then hopefully we should push on to that 77 cent region. So for me, on the lower time frames, I think there's a possibility it will go down, just though to pick up some liquidity. But then long term for me, over the course of the next, even on the daily time frame, I think things are starting to look bullish, and I'm holding on like the rest of you. I just want to keep pointing out as well, I've not got this indicator on CoinTrader Pro, but we've actually come into an area now of positive money flow, so that shows that there are more people buying than selling. If you look through this period here, there was a long period of people selling, so not much data on that, because as you say, we've not got too much data on over on TradingView there. And then one final pair, let's just have a look at the ETH pair. If you do trade in ETH, there's not a BTC pair for this. I just had a quick look. ETH, that pair there. So this has done again, look at that for a drop. It was absolutely savage, that. Just look on the daily time frame. Looks like we've bottomed out really, doesn't it? I mean, that was a bottom there, which coincides, if you look at this wick back here, that rejected, support, bang, and then it's been support all the way through. So if ETH goes on a bit of a random run and alts don't, you might be able to fill some orders down in this region at around 578,000 GUI. So have a look at that area first, and then the first major area is there. We've got then double wick taps up there at around 1.4. That's 0.00014. But I'm not going to go too in depth with that. Bottom level there where you could buy, and then look to offload around that number. That's 0.000 0.1478. So I'm not going to go too much into depth with that pair. So that's going to do it. Just some price analysis on the on Unfederal Reserve, mainly in the USDT pair, because that's the only pair we've got. We have got ETH pair, but I don't know many people who trade in ETH, and the volume is not too much, unless you're trading on Uniswap, and that's just basically market buys. So that's going to do it for today's video. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.